Hey, that was Talking Heads. You're listening to Six Music. I'm Russell Brand. I'm here with Karl Pilkington. You all right, Karl?
All right, yeah.
This radio show will be a right laugh. We've taken over from Liz Kershaw. If you're a big fan of Liz, I don't think any bitterness you feel that she ain't here should be directed at me and Karl, because it was her decision, and she's still on Saturdays at 10, isn't she, Karl?
Yeah, 10 o'clock. So.
10 o'clock. So what you want to look at it as is like, if Liz Kershaw were a head of hair, there's been Liz Kershaw alopecia. A little bit of Liz Kershaw's gone, but the main bit of her is still there, Saturday at 10.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
It's a good way of looking at it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whereas you were a fully bald man.
But don't say it as if it's a problem.
It's not a problem. You, as you've said many times, you look nicer like that. What day do you think's more important, Karl? Saturday or Sunday? If it was a day's face-off, like, you know, Saturday v Sunday.
But they're all man-made anyway, aren't they?
Right, yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
I wonder if certain days have got essential feelings. I think there's a certain feeling to a Sunday, and I'd say that Sunday is the best day, and if Sunday didn't used to be regarded as the best day, it will be regarded as it now, if only for the next 3 hours, because we've got, like, some fantastic music, what wonderful competitions. We're going to be talking about religions, sports, old clock parts. We're going to examine at great length the underneath of a stoat and find out just exactly what makes stoats tick. You're going to enjoy that, aren't you, Karl?
It'll be alright, that.
Yeah, let's just read listen to Flaming Lips, just get on with some music as well. The Flaming Lips, the Yeah 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 song, that's uplifting, ain't it, on Six Music on a Sunday morning with me, Russell Brand, and Karl Pilkington. What was that line you wanted to examine from that track, mate?
It was just like one of the opening lines in it. It was something about, what would you rather have? Right, which is always good, isn't it?
Yeah, right, it's setting you with some options straight away.
Would you rather have, like, all the money in the world to yourself, and everyone else is poor?
Yeah. Or
I don't know what the other
alternative is.
He doesn't say what the other option is.
That sounds like a good one. I don't know what the other one's going to be, but I reckon I'm going for that one, unless the other one is everyone else is made out of jelly tots, so you can just gnaw at people. You won't even ever have to go and buy a confectionery. Other human beings will be made out of edible substances. Would you have a moral problem with being rich if everyone else was poor?
Is that what it is, then? I'm loaded, everyone else is really...
Everyone else... I think that what the Flaming Lips are offering us is a world in which you are rich, but everyone else is poor, so could you really enjoy your wealth knowing that there's all that poverty everywhere?
But do they know? Do them poor people know that I'm loaded?
Well, yeah, because you'd probably be making ostentatious displays of wealth. You would, Karl. You'd be going away wearing rubies and great bejewelled capes.
I'd be happier if like, I'm just going about and I'm sort of going, oh, it's bad, isn't it?
Yeah, but what, you acting like you're poor as well?
Yeah, just what's the point in rubbing it in?
Because you've got to at least be honest with them. How are you going to even enjoy this money? What are you going to do with it in your ivory tower?
I've, like, somewhere to go at the weekend.
Yeah.
Nicer.
Amongst other all poor people.
No.
They're all poor. Everyone in the whole world is poor, Karl. It's an absolute context. Everyone within the world's going to be poor if you accept this deal.
Yeah, but if I don't take it, someone else is going to enjoy it.
One of them other mugs, and they're sure they'll rub your face right in it like a dog that's got to learn about weeing in an area. So I think you might as well take the money and run, Karl.
That's what I'll do then.
Rightio.
BBC Six Music.
More live music.
That was Khalees, Young, Fresh and New. And what could be more appropriate on Six Music on a day that we're beginning our new show, Karl, than a song called Young, Fresh and New? Because I feel pretty young, fresh and new right now, do you?
Not really.
No, of course you don't. Look at you poor sausage. Right, I sort of thought that it was Khalees, but you think it's definitely pronounced Khalees.
It's Khalees.
Like police, isn't it?
Yeah,
Khalees, police. So if that's a handy tip to remember Khalees, it rhymes with police.
Yeah, that's the best way of doing it.
But could Khalees perform any of the functions of the Metropolitan Police, for example?
I've never called the police, so I don't know what I'd sort of expect from
you've never found it necessary to call the police in your life?
Once.
What happened?
It was a pain. I won't do it again.
Why? What happened? What's the result of you calling the police?
It was someone was nicking a car. And I lived in a block of flats in Salford. Right?
That's a drain on government resources straight away, because you're a single man. I can't imagine you're in a relationship. Who's going to get bogged down with you? And then the council are paying for your accommodation.
No, this was like, you know, proper paid. I was paying for the flat.
All right, fair enough.
So I thought I'd do me bit, because the area is pretty rough. I thought, you know, you've got to look out for your neighbours and everything.
Of course you have.
Saw this car getting nicked. I thought, oh, not again, because it's always happening around there.
Right.
So called the police up, and I was working nights at the time. Right. So it was in the evening. I just thought I'd do me bit of good. Right?
It's good that you got a social conscience, Karl. Well, acts like that old society together.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. It's gone now. I wouldn't do it again.
Why? What
happened if it was your car? Right, so anyway, so I'm
I
stood...
can't drive, so it'd be senseless me having one, but I'd like to hear the outcome.
Am I up, right?
Yeah.
10th floor in this block of flats.
I'm envisage you as being sort of like a vigilante Batman figure looking down over Salford, so if there's any crimes.
This car's getting nicked. I'm sort of in my underpants because I'm working
Again,
nights.
like Batman, vigilante figure. Were they over your trousers? That's what I'm wondering.
So I call the police, right, and I go, there's a car getting nicked, and I said, but I'm going to bed, don't be hassling me, right?
Yeah.
So he goes, whereabouts? I give him the street name.
I don't like the way you're dictating terms to the police for a kick-off. You ring up the police, I'm going to bed, don't be hassling me. That's not community-minded.
No, but I said, look, I'm working nights, there's this car getting nicked, will you just come and sort it out? See you later. Anyway, I go to bed.
Yeah.
Phone goes again, because they get your number when you call them.
Yeah.
And they're going, can you go out onto your balcony?
Yeah.
So I'm like, but I'm in my underpants.
Yeah.
So
They want to involve you in it.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, helicopter comes out as well.
Helicopter?
I'm on the balcony. Helicopter's there with like a flashlight on me. Right?
Really? And
Yeah.
you're there exposed in your pants, all the little bristles in your head being blown.
They're shouting
helicopter.
down on the floor, sort of saying, point to us where these people are. I can see these kids sort of running with the car.
No, it's a point.
I'm at a point with a flashlight on me, in my underpants.
That's ridiculous.
Now ask me again, you're saying, why wouldn't you call the police again?
I'll tell you what, I reckon if you'd phoned police, there should have been a lot more help to you.
Well, it's one of them songs that fade in.
There's a fade-in song.
Yeah, Stone Roses.
Brilliant. It's a 10-story love song.
Don't talk over it.
I'm gonna. Dirty Pretty Things, Bang Bang You're Dead. That's out in about a week, isn't it? 24th of April, week or so. That's going to be out. Be nice to have that, wouldn't it? And they're going to be on tour soon. You're listening to Six Music. I'm Russell Brand. I'm here with Karl Pilkington. Before Bang Bang You're Dead, we had 10-story love song from Stone Roses, and just before that, we were talking about Karl being a vigilante and helping the police with some inquiries, capturing car crooks. And what floor were you on in that building while you were being a vigilante in your underpanties?
10th floor.
10th floor, 10-story love song. It's almost as if the universe is bonding this show together into it's sort of there's a beautiful synergy about it.
I don't like thinking about the universe.
Why? What's wrong with that, Karl? You're part of the universe. You are part of nature. You're the same as the rivers that flow, the same as the wind that's in the trees, the same as whoopsie.
Yeah, but you're never going to get there, are you?
What do you mean?
Well, you're not going to go anywhere else. This is where you are now. Stop worrying about everywhere else.
I'm not worried about everywhere else, Karl. I'm just saying that we are part of a greater whole. There is a unity to all things. That's sort of the seed of consciousness that separates us from dead people, or that,
I know, but I'm just saying don't be worrying about... I'm not
worrying
into
about
Newcastle yet. Do you know what I mean? And yet people are
I don't
always...
think you belong there. I don't think you'd better settle in. I don't think the people of Newcastle would welcome a visit from you, Karl. I think it's the last thing that great city needs, you swanning around a big market causing aggravation. If you are in Newcastle and you've got a view on Karl Pilkington, whether you want him to come as a sort of ambassador, then you can text me at russell.6music@bbc.co.uk, or you can text us 640046. We've got a lot of interesting items coming up, haven't we? The Sunday school item, but first, should we listen to... Oh, let's listen to Subterranean Homesick Blues, shall we, Karl? I'm eating a delicious pear. It's Sunday morning. We're listening to Bob Dylan on the pavement, thinking about the government. I hope he's thinking that the government are doing a jolly good job, because them pavements are there because of the government. You're listening to Russell Brand and Karl Pilkington on Six Music. We've got the Cardigans on after the news, but now let's all just sit together and listen to things that have happened recently on a little show I like to call The News.
Digital radio.
Digital.
Snow Patrol, you're all I have. You're listening to Russell Brand and Karl Pilkington on Six Music. It's Sunday, isn't it? So we're going to do this thing called Sunday School, where we try and learn something over the course of the next few hours, you know, from our own experiences. You can call us or text us with experiences you've had that you think will fit into this Sunday School idea. I never went to Sunday School. It weren't really part of my life. Karl, what's your Sunday School story?
Well, I didn't really go either, but thinking about it now...
Yeah.
I think I'd be sort of up for it, because sort of learn stuff, don't you? I like learning stuff. That's what we're asking people to do, sort of.
Right, to learn stuff, to enjoy a bit of knowledge.
Yeah, I just think if every day you can try and pick something up.
Yeah.
Because
Not a virus or whoopsie in the street.
But I've caught on to, like, some of the sort of Sunday school stuff quite late on, like that one with the fella with the long hair and that.
Yeah.
Who got weak when he had a haircut.
Yeah, that's something, isn't it?
That's like an interesting story, but
yeah,
picked up on it late, so if we can sort of pass on a bit of knowledge.
It's an interesting story, the story of Samson, isn't it? He had that superhuman strength. It's an odd gift for God to give to someone, superhuman strength, like to spread the word of God. And then what happened was, I think, that Delilah chopped his hair. A woman called Delilah seduced him. His hair was apparently all cut. His powers were all caught up in his hair. So once his hair was cut, that was it.
But he was
ruined.
He would have looked harder.
It's true. He would have been more menacing, so perhaps he would have avoided fights with a kind of a deterrent policy by having this new skinhead that Delilah give him. But I think, do you know what? I think the subtext of that biblical story was, Carl, was one of misogyny, that don't trust women. So essentially it was a bit out of order. I mean, I'm not attacking the Bible in any way. It's a jolly good book. It's the good book, let's be honest. You know,
but I need to pick it up again. And
who's responsible for your haircut?
Well, it's not really a haircut, is it? It's not a style. I didn't ask for this. This is just how it is now, and it's stress.
Yeah, that's what's. Yeah, I've got some more here. I've got more. I'm more the Samson end of the market, though I don't think it gives me superhuman strength. In a minute, right? The thing that I want to, the educational thing that I want to impart is that I met this cult leader who reckons that all biblical stories are in fact talking about extraterrestrials. Like when they talk about angels, they're talking about extraterrestrials. When they're talking about the wise men following a star, that was the UFO. When they talk about Mary's Immaculate Conception, they're talking about artificial insemination. I'm going to talk about them stories and tell you, Carl, and you, everyone else who's listening, about them things. And if you've got any stories about the Bible or just about your own legs, give us a ring or text us on 64046. I did too many O's earlier, didn't I, Carl? I sometimes, you know, I just get visions. This is Six Music. That was the Zootons. Why Won't You Give Me Your Love? If you hear what they were on Gideon's show on Wednesday, if you want to, you can go to the website. You can listen to the session they'd done with him again at your leisure. You could do it while doing something else.
Yeah.
It's all right, isn't it?
That's how life is now, isn't it? It's all on demand.
Everything is on demand, Carl. It's you know, it's a society of convenience. And here, you and I, living like animals on fruits. Right, I noticed the way that you ate that banana. Carl and I are eating some fruit. It was I eat a banana. I open it at the same end as a monkey would do.
I don't think they have a system like that.
I think that. Well, how come all monkeys do it the same then?
But how many have you watched?
11.
I don't. It doesn't matter, does it? It's just it's a wrapper. It doesn't matter what end you open it. The same thing's inside, isn't it? Well,
ultimately, I suppose so. But you could say that about anything in life. What was that? Didn't you just come up with some mumbo jumbo that bananas are being issued with instructions, or was that just to
No, that was in the news last week, saying that some supermarket or something, people are going, "What are you doing? Why are you treating us like idiots?" And that.
What they said? The banana said, "Open here."
He said, "Open it up like you know, here or whatever." Yeah, like a.
And which end of it did it say?
I think it was the end I said.
Well, so why don't more people go for the monkey method? I mean, if we're going to like learn anything from the monkey kingdom, it ought to be that.
But have you heard? I spoke to my mum the other day, right?
Yeah, and that makes a change because I normally struggle to contact her, don't you? I thought you'd been disowned.
My dad was a bit annoyed with her because she'd been out and bought something they sell now, banana holders.
To hold a banana?
Well, you take it out of
I just thought that was the human hand.
No, you take it out of its wrapper.
Yeah, the skin,
then
that's
you've got
called,
like...
the skin, the banana skin.
You've got like this plastic thing, and you put it in that, take it with you.
Why can't you just leave it in the skin?
$4.99.
$4.99 to give it a...
Mad, isn't it?
Well, what I don't understand what the advantage is.
Well, there isn't one.
Unless you want to eroticise the banana, unless it's like giving it a little PVC jacket or a little gingham frock or a little denim miniskirt, what's the point in giving the banana?
We're running out of ideas, aren't we?
I think, yeah, that's insane. But I'll tell you one thing, right? We're talking about banana peel. Well, we're going to have... this is, like, a John Peel session track we're going to here. This was recorded in 1978, right? It's a magazine with a track, Real Life. This is coming from the past. This would be nice. Let's enjoy it.
The Peel Sessions.
You're listening to Six Music. That was Madness with Our House. It's uplifting to listen to Madness, isn't it, Carl?
Well happy, isn't he?
He's very, very upbeat about something. We've got an email regarding our Sunday school situation because we want to learn things today, don't we, essentially, Carl? Already, I've learned that Sunday's probably my favourite day of the week already. Tuesday's got no real feeling. Every day of the week has got a sort of a bit of a feeling. Saturday, that's got a feeling. Sunday's got a feeling, a definite, defined feeling. Tuesday, it's got no feeling, but that is what defines it, oddly. Now, I've got a text message here, right, you know we were talking about extraterrestrials. Now, there is extraterrestrial life, and perhaps indeed all life on Earth was seeded by extraterrestrials. It's something we've got to consider. I've got this email from someone called Derek. He goes, I believe there are extraterrestrials. I woke last night and felt a force leaning on me. I couldn't move. This to me is proof of alien life.